what makes the perfect capsule wardrobe, and what key pieces should you put in yours this 2023? That's what I'm going to be sharing with you all today. Hello everyone, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. So today, as the title would suggest, we're talking how to create the perfect capsule wardrobe for summer 2023. All the favourite items I shall be adding onto my own rail, the reasons why I picked them, what I would advise you don't add into yours, and of course, lots of ways to style everything together. A portion of this video has very kindly been sponsored by the beautiful collection that is JENNI KAYNE, the queen of elevated essentials herself, so a perfect fit really when thinking about your own capsule wardrobes. What are the key pieces I should have in summer? Building your own capsule wardrobe is a very personal thing. What one woman deems essential, another woman might feel surplus to requirements. But whatever your personal tastes on colour or print, there are some items I would say are absolutely key. The dresses. So one of my key tips for working out what should be in your capsule wardrobe would be to know what you actually wear. It might sound really silly, but do you really remember what you wore yesterday, what you wore 4 days ago, or last Friday, for example? Knowing what you wear every single day for, say, a month, for example, by taking a quick selfie in front of the mirror is a really great way of seeing what you actually reach for most. For me personally, that meant summer dresses. The more the merrier. So firstly, and quite surprising for me, I went for this bold and very beautiful pop of red. Now the reason I chose this one is because it's such a standout dress, and I think you need at least one showstopper, shall we say, in your own capsule wardrobe. The extra bonus of this particular piece over some of the other bold dresses that I have in my wardrobe would be down to versatility. I think it looks just as good dressed up as it does dressed down with sandals and a beach bag. And so for that very reason, it got the first spot on my capsule wardrobe rail. Now linen is one of my absolute favourite fabric compositions for summer, and although it can initially feel like a bit of an investment purchase, the idea of a capsule wardrobe is all about longevity, not only in style but also in how an item's been made. I really like my items to have the intention, at least, of lasting a lifetime. Couple that with the perfect shape for daytime chic, a little bit of coverage on my upper arms, detail on my waistband, and one of my favourite shades, and it's got capsule wardrobe written all over it. Now I don't often wear mini dresses, so when I do add one into my basket, you know I've thought it through an awful lot. What I do like to find in a mini dress is contrast. For me, there has to be a contrast to that shorter length, be it in a very pretty fabric that they've chosen, or a very timeless shape that they've used, or perhaps even the pretty detail with the sleeves. Altogether, it's those elements that bring it back into the realm of my own personal style, which I would say is quite understated chic. And then paired with something, say like my sandals, is just an extra nod in that direction to make it really feel like me. Which dresses you might want to avoid. Now, while this capsule wardrobe is all about you and what your personal style actually is, there are a few pointers with what to avoid that might help you make those all-important decisions. Number 1, when going for a printed dress, double check it's not a one-hit wonder, i.e. it's so bold that there's only a handful of occasions you could imagine yourself wearing it. If you can't see yourself wearing it at least, say, 4 times per month, is it really worth the space on your rail? Number 2, look at the fabric label of all the items on your shortlist. In summer, if possible, I would opt for breathable fabrics like cotton, linen, lyocell, and tencel. 3, bodycon dresses can look amazing, but in the height of summer, you might regret that hot and clingy choice. 4, and it's really, really important to remember who you're dressing for. The only opinion that truly matters is yours. So pick those items that genuinely make you feel really wonderful. So as I mentioned, I feel very proud and lucky to be sharing a couple of JENNI KAYNE pieces today. As you'll have already seen throughout this video, I am a huge fan of theirs, and they've swiftly become summer capsule wardrobe essentials for me. Now you might have heard me mention once or twice at least that I have totally fallen for this dress. Sadly, David didn't get the hint, so I had to add it to basket myself, and I am so happy to finally have it on my rail. And even happier that I have a discount code for you all to shop there too. I remember seeing this one launch on their website, and it was totally love at first sight. I just love the shape with that structured chest, the nipped in waist, and with those subtle pleats that fall just so from the waistband. Also, something you don't often see with summer dresses is this slight pencil shape to the skirt portion. option. Now it's not tight, but I would say it's definitely a straighter option, which then falls beautifully to the mid-calf and overall just makes it look incredibly elegant and just that extra bit special for warm summer's days or evenings. So I would dress it up with these gorgeous block heels, which I also chose at JENNI KAYNE. I think they're the perfect heel height to be able to wear all day, and together with a matching handbag, it's a really easy yet lovely way to elevate the look for maybe the office perhaps, or even a lovely summer's evening heading out for dinner. And coincidentally, come autumn, how nice will those heels look with, say, a nice pair of straight crop jeans? Looking forward to that. Now, as you'll have seen throughout these clips, you could also very easily go more casual with a dress like this, or just add in elements of raffia if you prefer. You could add in a belt if you want to draw the eye to that area, and of course add a bit more tone into the mix. And then once the sun goes down, I would just simply add a pashmina over my shoulders. If I couldn't love this dress anymore, I've just realized that they've totally spoilt us with the fabric composition too. As I often say, investing in those high quality fabrics always pays off in the end, and a dress like this would no doubt become a dress for life. If you're familiar with the brand, you'll know that not only do JENNI KAYNE create the perfect capsule wardrobe all in one place, but they also have a children's collection, menswear, and stunning home and interiors too. As you would hope, I do have a discount code for you all. I've added that plus a little bit of a wish list of everything else I would very happily add into my basket in the description box below. JENNI KAYNE is always an absolute pleasure to share on my channel, and I honestly couldn't recommend them highly enough. The waistcoat. So onto the humble waistcoat, the underdog fashion trend for summer 2023 that's become so big I think it will be back every summer for a long while yet. Now, while I was tempted to add a couple of options of this trend into my rail, I forced myself to go with just my favourite, which would be the 100% linen version. Now, I particularly love the more oversized fit of this particular style, and I do find that that gives me more outfit ideas to wear it either undone or possibly layered with a tank underneath as well. I can make it quite a minimal look, or it could look a little bit more bohemian for festivals. I think I've got more variations with the ways I can wear this one. What to avoid? Now, while waistcoats are a big fashion trend at the moment, that doesn't mean that you have to add them into your own capsule wardrobe. We've all been there, I definitely have, hoodwinked into trying out all the latest fashion trends, whether they suit us or not. And that process never really works out very well. Well, not for me anyhow. As always, do you feel it suits you? Does it make you feel confident about yourself? And do you think you can mix and match it with the other pieces that you have on your rail? If you're answering no to any of those questions, and in fact this applies to any of the fashion trends out there at the moment, then it's probably not for you. And side note to that one, actually, I think we all know deep down when something suits us, so it's just listening to that voice. The tops. Now, you'll have noticed I haven't included a single skirt into my own capsule wardrobe. Try as I might, I just don't seem to reach for them. And that is absolutely fine, it's just not for me right now. What I do seem to wear a lot of is either trousers or shorts with my different tops. So in that department, it's really important for me to think, what should my key pieces be? So this is what I chose. An obvious one for me, straight onto the rail, would be my classic white silk blouse. No, it's not necessarily on trend right now, but do I care? Not in the slightest. I think it's beautiful. It makes me feel really good. I adore the loose fit and the feel of the fabric, and in this country, having long sleeve options, whatever the season, I do find a must. So my second shirt, although again in white, it's all about fabric composition for me, as I've gone for this oversized linen shirt that I got recently. Now, you don't need to have the same linen shirt as me in your own capsule wardrobe, but I really advise having at least one variation of the style. A definite go-to for me on an everyday kind of basis, which I might add is one of the key points of what a perfect capsule wardrobe really should be. Now, I forced myself to stop there on shirts and blouses because I could have quite easily added about 10 different favorites, but I really wanted to keep this ideal wardrobe pretty minimal and just focus on those key pieces as I see it. So next I added a couple of very simple t-shirts. Well, actually 2 t-shirts and a tank to be precise. Like before, I focused on fabric, fit, versatility, and most importantly, how these items make me feel. An organic cotton crew neck in my favorite shade of camel, a linen v-neck in white that I picked up for super affordably, and a classic white tank that I've just bought. Now, there's nothing particularly extravagant with my tees, but I think it's important to not feel the pressure to do so. Cutouts are having a bit of a moment again, as are corsets, but would I wear them on a daily basis throughout summer? Probably not. They'd feel a little bit fussy and quite tight for me. And then in turn, I would feel a bit uncomfortable, and inevitably they'd then sit on the rail, barely getting used, which is the total opposite of what we're trying to do with our capsule wardrobes. So close off your mind to any outside noise, so to speak, and just follow that all-important voice that we've all got, but we often forget to listen to. Trousers. Now, I found trousers a very quick and easy choice for this summer capsule wardrobe actually, and I've very simply gone for a pair in navy and one in white. Now, my navy ones have a really interesting fold of the fabric and can very easily be worn with kitten mules for a bit of an out dinner date, or perhaps flat sandals for mooching about the shops on your holes. The fabric is really breathable, I love the fit on my waistband, and I do find that they flatter my shape. For my white linen trousers, I actually decided to go with the pair that I got from Massimo Dutti. They just seem to fit a little bit better than the ones I got from Dish, which was totally my own fault. Anyway, long story short, I've chosen the other ones. I do also have those lovely ones from Arquette, but they're in beige, and I'm currently finding with my current colour palette, that's a bit of a tongue twister, that white seems to work a bit better, so hence why I went for those ones. So what to think about when picking your own trousers? 1. Fabric composition, always, hands down. 2, double check if you can wear said trousers with flat sandals. Now, I'm guessing lots of you, like me, live in flat sandals throughout summer. So you want to make sure that you're choosing trousers for your capsule wardrobe with the shoes in mind that you intend on wearing throughout the heat in the summer. Yes, you could take up the hems if needed, but that might be a bit of a shame come autumn time when you might want to wear them with other types of shoes. Definitely something to think about. Number 3, I personally would choose wide leg fits over anything too straight in summer. Think about breathability, not only in fabric, but also in shape. And anything that's got a bit of a slit at the side can let in a bit more air, like mine do, is always a bit of a bonus for me on hot summer days. Shorts and skirts. Now, if you're an avid skirt wearer, this is the time to think about them. Weighing up how many pairs of trousers you already have to work out how many skirts or pairs of shorts you actually need, and most importantly, actually be able to wear on any given month. Really try and resist the urge to overstuff this rail. So no skirts for me, but 2 items that I would deem key in my own capsule wardrobe in summer would be my caramel smarter looking shorts and my casual more relaxed pair in denim. I know even from the past few weeks how often I reach for both of these pairs of shorts. I love how both of them fit, and these are definitely the best ones that I've found across the high street and beyond. Now, I don't work in an office, so my work look as such when I'm doing admin or perhaps if I'm editing is pretty much anything goes. And often when it's hot, that'll mean denim shorts and a tank top. I can dress them up a little bit if maybe I'm going out for lunch, or I can make them feel a bit prettier with my Chloe blouse and maybe a more structured handbag to finish. So the caramel shorts, coincidentally, are finally back in stock. Yay! It's taken a while, hasn't it? As always, I shall link everything I'm wearing in today's video in the description box below. Knitwear. Now, it's debatable in this country, and looking out the window today, how many pieces of knitwear we should add into our summer capsule wardrobe. But I'm going to go for an optimistic 1 cardigan. When thinking about which knitwear to add into your own capsule wardrobe, I would advise opting for cotton or perhaps a linen knit, so they're a lot more breathable in the heat. Even on a cloudy day, it can feel a little bit muggy throughout summer, and you don't want to be wearing something thick and possibly an itchy wool, for example, in that. Coat. As per before with knitwear, I do need to add at least 1 coat into my summer capsule wardrobe. Today, for example, it started out really lovely and sunny, and it's now raining, so needs must in this country. I also like this particular style of denim jacket over some of my other shapes I've got in my wardrobe because of the cut. It seems to lend itself to more occasions. It gives me more versatility due to that shape. It's a little more formal, so I can very easily use this one in quite a few different different ways depending on what I'm doing. I think it's about having a straighter cut denim jacket that feels a little bit smarter and a bit more polished, whereas a traditional style denim jacket can feel a little bit more slouchy, a bit more low-key. I do really like those looks, but I think when it comes to versatility and the kind of capsule wardrobe I'm trying to create, this one will work best for me. Sandals. Although I'd like to add a ton of pretty looking heels into my ideal summer wardrobe, the reality is I've been living in my sandals the most recently. And when we're taking the most true indication of what I actually need right now, I've opted for two of my favorite pairs. So firstly, my new ones that I'm actually wearing right now, as you can see, these are the ones that I got from JENNI Kayne. The shape is very on trend, so they feel a little bit more up to date. And aside from that, they are just ridiculously comfy. It's very hard to take them off. Now I like this particular pair styled most with linen trousers, as that slightly chunkier shape finishes off quite a big and billowy trouser look perfectly. The second flat sandals I've chosen, no big surprises, would be these ones that I bought from Suzanne. I think those finer straps are a little more delicate for when I'm in the mood to feel like that, and they go particularly well with lighter fabrics or pretty dresses. If I'm wearing a shorter dress, I would probably only style it with the thinner pair of sandals, as I think it looks more flattering on the leg, but middies or maxi dresses I think would work just as nicely with the JENNI Kayne pair. So lots of different options with both of them, and certainly enough occasions to get my wear out of them. Heels. So I've added just one pair of heels into my ideal summer capsule wardrobe. For those days when I either feel like I want a little bit more height, or I feel the need to be a little bit more polished with my look overall. My main reason for choosing this particular pair would be practicality, really. I can walk in these all day long really easily, and they don't hurt my feet. And yet they look particularly on trend right now, and just a little bit different from the masses, which I really like. Trainers. Now if I had to choose just one pair of trainers, it would have to be my faithful Sambas, who we've seen an awful lot of just generally about this year. And no doubt lots more to come. They don't need much of an explanation really. I think you've all probably seen them all over Instagram and YouTube so far this 2023. But in my humble opinion, they are definitely worth the hype. I love the look. The straw hat. And last but by no means least, and probably the most practical item I could add into my wardrobe this summer, would be a gorgeous straw hat. For all the money I have spent over the years on expensive potions and creams and peels, etc, etc, if only I'd worn a hat more often, I'd have saved myself a pretty penny. And of course it is a rather chic looking straw hat too, so it just kind of finishes off all of those outfit ideas. Honestly, I know I've waffled a lot today, but hopefully it's come across. I do feel very passionate about the joy you will feel when you've created that perfect capsule wardrobe for you. And hopefully today's video has not only given you some outfit ideas, but also some really helpful tips about what to avoid along the way. Please remember, what's right for one might not be right for you. So please do take this video as a guideline of the how and the why, and adapt the ideas to really suit your own personal style. A huge thank you again to JENNI Kayne for sponsoring today's video, one beautiful collection that I am hugely proud to be partnering again with. Please do take a look at the collection in full by clicking the link in the description box below. And don't forget to use my discount code if you do decide to shop. And an even bigger thank you to all of you lovely ladies who support my channel week in, week out. Though I absolutely love what I do, I certainly wouldn't be able to do it week after week without all of your support. So genuinely a huge thank you for popping by and showing your appreciation. I shall be taking a little bit of a break for a couple of weeks as we go off on our family summer holiday, but fear not, I shall make sure I film all the lovely things we do and we see, and of course everything I wear, and I will show you that as soon as I'm back. Have a wonderful start to the holidays, everyone. Fingers crossed the sun keeps shining, and I shall see you all very soon. Take care.